Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of 5-Minute Ventures by Holloway Ventures. I'm Randy Colors, your host. Please like and subscribe and follow so you will have these lessons available. Today we are going to talk about negative and positive space. Positive space is an object itself. The negative space is the area that goes around an object. For example, I have this top right here that has a hole in it. And if you notice, you can see inside of the hole because this is considered negative space. The area that's around it is negative space too. So if I was to put this top right here, see how you can see that white through there, but it's still negative space. So negative space is the area around the object. Positive space is the object itself. What we're going to do today is you are, of course, going to need your main supplies, which is you're going to need a piece of paper and you're going to need a pencil. You are also going to need two more supplies. You're going to need that square that we usually use. This is more of a rectangle, but any type of card box, and you're also going to need a circle. This circle is a little too big, so we're going to use the red cup circle here. You are going to first take your pencil, point to the middle of your paper, and put a dot right there because we're going to use all four of these spaces. Take your square, your rectangle, press your pencil up against it again, and draw around the rectangle. See how I did that? It's okay if you have little spaces like this. Next, I'm going to take my circle. I'm going to put my circle in the center, this side down, and I'm going to draw around my circle because I'm going to color my negative and my positive space. I'm going to need 4 of these, so I want you to put the video on pause while you do all 4, and I'm going to do the same thing. Go. All right, next what you're going to do is you are going to color the positive space of the circle. So if you have a pencil, you can use that. I'm going to use a red marker. I'm going to trace first because you always trace first when you're coloring. And then I'm going to color the positive space of my red circle. Next, I'm going to do the same thing here, but I'm going to color the negative space. So I'm going to trace my circle again, but I'm going to color, and I'm going to trace my square, my rectangle, and I'm going to color the negative space around it. You might think that you're coloring the rectangle, but we're actually coloring the negative space around the circle. And see how the circle is white, just like it was here? That is called negative space. The paper is white. I did not color the paper. I only colored the negative space around the paper. In this situation, we're going to use 2. I'm going to take my red marker. I'm going to color 2 sections of my circle. So I'm going to draw a line in between it. I'm going to take half and color that. I'm going to take my other color, my blue. I'm going to do the same thing here, and I'm going to color around that side. For those of you who know, blue and red makes what? Blue and red makes purple. Excellent. I'm going to color both sections, and I use 2 colors. Now I'm going to do the same thing here, but I'm going to color the negative space. So I'm going to first draw my line around, then trace my rectangle. See how I did that? I'm going to close this up. Do the same thing with the blue. Color around that. And now I'm going to color both sides, but I'm only coloring the negative space. Negative space is the area around the object. Positive space is the object itself. I'm going to show you a couple of designs that have negative and positive space. Got it?